We're releasing a video every single day in 2020. We're going to become the content kings of Canadian real estate. What is up, YouTube? 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 It's 2020, which means the future is here. What happens when your property burns down? $25,000 in 24 hours.
We're back with the Epic Alliance ladies from Saskatchewan.
What? No, hey guys, eyes up here, eyes up here. I know those are some amazing socks. So we're going to talk about the rent-to-rent strategy.
And I'm really excited to dive into today's video.
Have you ever wondered about your RSPs? Today, we're going to be talking about Windsor Duplex. One thing that I've never heard from a real estate investor before, I have too much money. What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever here. And well, this is a really special video for me. If you guys haven't been paying attention, well, 2020 was a strange, crazy ride for all of us, but in particular for me and my YouTube channel. If you don't remember, at the start of 2020, on January 1st, we set out, myself and my media team, to have this goal of producing a video a day. That's 366 videos this year because, again, this was actually a leap year. So we decided to just go that extra little stretch mile and make a leap year the year that we decided to do a video every single day. Now that's a ton of content. At this point in time on my YouTube channel, we've got over 800 videos that we've created just around Canadian real estate, personal finances, dabbled occasionally with some political segments as well, but just really proud of all the content we've been able to create over this crazy year. And so some of the highlights that really stand out for me when I'm thinking about what we've been able to do and the sort of impact we've created, well, I naturally think of all the amazing guests. One, it's a ton of fun to be able to highlight all these successful real estate investors and just really document their growth, their journey. But as well, it's actually been a great opportunity for me to connect and build amazing relationships. Some of the relationships I naturally start to think of are relationships like the one I have with Graham Stephan. You know, it's been so much fun seeing Graham's evolution as a YouTuber, and seeing him get into the multi-millions for subscribers is just one, truly inspiring, and it's amazing to see how hard work really does pay off. And Graham, in my opinion, is one of the hardest working people in the YouTube space, so to see him rewarded with that success is actually quite rewarding for me myself, because I can remember when he sent me an email back before he had 200 subscribers. Yeah, that's how long I've been on the Graham Stephan fan page, or on the bandwagon, I should say. But also I think about amazing real estate investors that you'd maybe never hear of otherwise, other than for the fact of my YouTube channel, like Casey Wong. It's been amazing getting to show Casey and just highlight his investment strategy and seeing how that resonates with the entire community here on YouTube as well. So really proud to see one of the videos we did with Casey, you know, surpassed 200,000 views. That's something that back in 2016 I could have never imagined accomplishing. But then beyond that, it's also been amazing to get to connect with influencers like Investor Girl Brit, or the Epic Alliance ladies, or my buddy Matt Pichet or Mike Rosard, or all the other amazing guests that you've come to know and love on my YouTube channel. But at the same time, it's also been great to highlight the growth of some of the people on my team, like Adam Martin. I don't know if you guys remember back in 2018, that first video we shot with Adam, but it's been just truly inspiring to watch him grow and evolve as an individual on my YouTube channel. And now the level of confidence and experience and knowledge he has in the real estate sphere is just, you know, second to none other than maybe me. But it's been absolutely so much fun to just document the journey. And that's what I really set out to do on YouTube. And doing this video a day has really forced us to level up and really just take it to the next level. I believe that we're first in class when it comes to Canadian real estate investing content. So one, if you disagree, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know how we can do it better. And my media team put together an amazing video compilation here of some of the highlights that we had in 2020. And if you don't remember, it's been a hell of a roller coaster ride.
Coronavirus that causes COVID-19 is a completely new virus. and we know very little about it. Researchers are taking a wide range of approaches to find an effective and safe treatment.
What is up, YouTube? Matt McTeeter here. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I'm not going to even say the name of it because I don't want to get demonetized on this video. What should you do in order to prepare for a serious pandemic? Here we can see, the growth of number of cases in Quebec. One thing I don't want you guys missing out is clicking this, where we really get into the data. So this is something that I think is important to stay on top of. What's going on with COVID-19 or the coronavirus? We're facing quarantine. Essentially, a lot of industries and services are being shut down because of quarantine and stay at home and isolate and things of that nature. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. COVID-19, the coronavirus, and all the craziness that it created in the general world economy and the real estate market, as well as even just in the little microcosm of my YouTube channel. So in the month of March, we essentially didn't get paid on YouTube because I was using the word COVID-19 and coronavirus and all that shit. But it was actually really a point of inflection. Was this the end of the world as we know it? Will capitalism fail? What happens when we post unprecedented unemployment numbers? These are things that I've never had to deal with as a real estate investor, and a lot of the investors that I know that we've documented on the YouTube channel in the past, this was virgin territory for all of us. So I really do remember that fear back on March 15th when I really started to realize, holy shit, this is actually a black swan event. And I just kind of want to highlight for you guys the process and the evolution of my thoughts when it comes to COVID-19. But with hindsight now, it's very obvious that it really didn't impact the Canadian real estate market in the long term, but certainly disrupted things a lot in the short term.
On Monday of this week, that would be March 22nd, I gave a speech to my team. And I said, hey guys, look, we're at a pivotal moment in our business, as well as just a pivotal moment in the world. We're now at war. And things are very much different when a company or a country or even an individual is at war versus a peacetime. Human behavior and consumption patterns, they have changed. Yesterday, those were the good old days. Today is a new paradigm. Today is a new world. I really think that we're going to view things through a pre-COVID-19 lens and a post-COVID-19 lens. For this company, today is the day that we make that distinction. Yesterday was pre, today is post. So anyone that pretends like they have an answer or that they understand exactly what's going on and they know exactly what's going to happen in the future, that person is either ignorant or lying. Because I do care and respect all of you, I'm not going to do what most managers would do in this situation, and that's, do something like a shit sandwich where they try and put a nicety, then the real meat and potatoes, and then another nicety on the end of it. I think we should really view this as a new iteration or evolution of what we're doing here. In the past, we've referred to ourselves as the click. And so what I'd like to kind of start thinking of this as is the click 2.0. So this is just the most current iteration of what it means to be a part of our team. And with that, we're still going to have the same core corporate culture. Impact is definitely still part of our core values. And a reminder, impact meaning to us, we've broken out each letter into a different word with meaning. The first letter in impact being I, and for that represents improvement for us. So we want to be continuously improving.
Because of COVID-19, coronavirus, social distancing, lockdown, and all those different things, whether you're an entrepreneur, a business leader, an influencer, we all had a really tough decision to make. And, for me, the writing was on the wall as of March 15th. I saw that this was going to be a transition. We were going from a peacetime economy to a wartime economy. Now, a lot of people misinterpret what this means, but what in essence it means is we need to put our oxygen mask on first in this economy. And that's really what I focused on. How can we cut expenses while maintaining our people and try and weather this unprecedented black swan event? This is presumably a once-in-a-lifetime sort of experience. Certainly the first time in my lifetime that I've experienced it. So I tried to just really, embody the core values that we have in my organization. One of them being transparency and truth. So there were some really tough conversations I ended up having to have with some of my team. In fact, with all my team and in all the different businesses I run. And, there was one or two businesses we had to pause. Some where we had to try and reduce overhead, and others where we're like, okay, let's see how long we can last. Now, again, thankfully, September of 2020, we kind of saw the light at the end of the tunnel in the real estate industry, but it was a pretty rocky road for an extended period of time from March until essentially June. Really, no one knew what was happening in real estate with COVID.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again.
So your month's gonna end.
This is a competition, 50K.
Zero.
He's happy he made 2K in a wholesale deal. Are you happy?
What inspired you to build out the wholesaling part of your business?
There's a lot of demand now for private real estate deals. There's a lot of investors that want a different experience when buying real estate, and I need a lot of deals myself. And so in order to get the best opportunities, in order to really find the win-win solutions with private sellers, I needed to step up my game. I needed to build out a team of wholesalers, and we needed to just hit the ground running.
I find that there's a ton of real estate investors out there, or I should say aspiring real estate investors, that get lost in analysis paralysis because they're never sure of whether they should buy a deal or pass on a deal, or how they can go about tweaking the terms of that deal to really make it work for them, their goals, and their business model. So Deal Destruction is all about diving deep into the deal analysis. This is going to be a no holds bar, so I'm going to be very open, very transparent, and very honest about what my thoughts are in regards to this deal and what the guests, plans are in regards to this deal and how realistic that is.
I want to be able to stabilize my income without having to working. I enjoy working, but nonetheless, I want to be at that point. So for me, that looks like cash flowing rentals.
If you were just straight up asking me as a friend at a networking group, should I buy this? You're in my market, I'd be like, yeah, man, it's a good investment. It's going to be hard to lose money.
Everyone wants to know how to get a guaranteed yes on their mortgage application. Well, in today's video, we sit down for another Finance Fridays with the Finlay team.
What's going on, guys? Finlay Mortgage team here. It's Josh and Aaron. Today we're going to talk to you guys about
Mortgage approval, mortgage.
the mortgage.
With your mortgage application process.
Mortgage hacks, finance.
Insured mortgage. So that insured mortgage down payment is
That down payment.
mortgage. So our down payment, mortgage.
Down payment.
What your new mortgage is a refinance. So our AAA mortgage.
The perfect mortgage package. Mortgage broker or private finance.
Mortgage. Private financing.
Finances, a financing request.
Down payment, mortgage,
Down payment.
Financing.
Construction financing. Creative financing.
Piece of raw land.
raw land.
Raw land financing. In today's video, the guys are really going to break down for us, just kind of piece by piece, what's going on when it comes to.
Unless you want to pay 10 goats, do not break these mortgage commandments.
What does 100% financing mean? It
Free
means
houses.
Free houses.
For everybody. You get a house. You get a house. You get a house. I'm going to try to sit normally this time too. Here we go.
I didn't think we were sitting.
I wouldn't read too much into it. I can't believe they man-spreaded at me the entire time.
Cashflow Tribe.
Welcome to Cashflow Tribe's Masterclass. Please remember to turn off your phone and any other distractions.
How to make $5,000 per month wholesaling real estate. What we're going to be breaking down exactly in this lesson is what is wholesaling real estate, the overview of the process in regards to wholesaling real estate, why would someone sell to a wholesaler, and then finally real life examples, and we're going to reverse engineer the goal.
It's Adam JD Martin here tonight taking care of this presentation for you, and tonight I'm going to be going through the agreement of purchase and sale, writing offers, and negotiations, and this is a 4-part series that I put together for you guys.
All right, so we just got to the hotel. It's super cold. Looks like this hotel doesn't really like me. But yeah, we're getting everything packed up. We're going to quickly run up to our rooms. Then we're going to run to sound check at the pop-up party, then the VIP dinner. Then we're going to do the pop-up party, and then tomorrow, the boot camp.
Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Cashflow Tribe Virtual Summit. We're really excited here to have you with us. I'm here with my partner, Matt McKeever.
Hopefully you guys are starting to notice a pattern about what we do here every Monday night. But in case you haven't, Monday nights we hang out in my bathroom, kind of do an Ask Me Anything. And if you didn't know, this Ask Me Anything, I usually also smoke weed on Monday nights. I know people often have been asking recently, like what I'm smoking. So tonight is a blend of Hit Stash and Lemon Haze. What is up, YouTube? What is up, Instagram? Matt McKeever here. It's another Monday night, so you know what that means. We're hanging out in the bathroom. What is up, YouTube? Matt here for another Monday night. How's that go? Matt McKeever Monday Marijuana Madness or something like that, right?
It's a McKeever Madness now.
Or yeah, Janelle's trying the new working title of McKeever Madness. Let us know which naming convention you guys prefer when it comes to hanging out with me in my bathroom smoking weed.
Making 366 videos is actually a lot of videos in case you just didn't sit down and do the basic arithmetic. And so because of that, it really forced and challenged us to start getting more creative with the content we produce here on my YouTube channel. So we started experimenting in ways that we'd never done before with my content, like the Matt McKeever Monday Marijuana Madness, where literally it's me live streaming in my bathroom smoking weed. Definitely, had you asked me 4 or 5 years ago if I would be doing this, no, I would almost guarantee that I would have never seen that happening. As well, we brought on, other shows like the Wholesale Wars, where we started documenting and really just showing behind the scenes of what's going on my wholesale team and really introducing you guys to the greater team that's going on in this entire ecosystem. And then we also transitioned into other programs like Deal Destruction. So Deal Destruction, where I essentially just jump on a live call with a fan and we go through and analyze a deal in real time. No filters, no behind the scenes. You guys see everything in my thought process when it comes to analyzing those deals. And then beyond that, we also really created a unique one-of-a-kind partnership with Finlay. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, Josh and Aaron are here every single Friday now, teaching you guys the information and the skills, tips, and tricks that you need to know as a real estate investor in order to navigate the mortgage and financing scene here in Canada.
So for today's team meeting, I want to discuss like a few different items. The overall general theme is certainly going to be touching upon Stefan Arneo's passing. He was one of those guys that just crushed it at life, right? And so he passed away, I think, around the age of 46. Both Mark and Stefan accomplished a lot in their limited years on this planet. And specifically talking about Stefan, he passed away at 33 years old. And I think that's probably going to be one of my biggest regrets with either of those guys is the conversations I never had. You die 2 deaths. You die the first time that your body dies. The second death happens the last time someone ever speaks your name. Stefan was the first guy I'm aware of, like the first millennial, the first younger person to really start becoming a real estate coach in Canada, to really break outside of normal, to start building a personal brand, to want to build an empire, to really think outside of the average Canadian's mindset. And while, again, I may not agree with everything he ever said or believed, I certainly found a lot of what he said and believed to be inspiring.
A reoccurring theme on this video is the peaks and valleys that came with 2020. If you don't remember, or maybe you missed it because there was a lot going on in 2020, we also lost really one of the major influencers in the Canadian real estate world, and that was Stefan Arneo. If you guys didn't know, I actually had a pretty special relationship with Stefan where back in 2017, I lived with him for a month. So literally slept on his couch in Winnipeg and really got to know him, know his business. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that there's a good chance none of this would exist had I not stumbled into Stefan and his ecosystem. So certainly it was a point of reflection as well as just, a moment to be grateful for the amount of time I got to spend with him. But again, this really put into perspective that we all have a deadline on our life. And it's up to us to really push to accomplish as much as possible. Now, I believe that Stefan, in his short period of time on this earth, accomplished more than, 99% of the population can ever dream to do. So really proud to have seen him accomplish so much in the time he was here, but at the same time, very sad to see him not get the opportunity to take things to the next level, because I know he had a lot of big plans. But having known him and just getting exposed to his ecosystem and his plans has really changed the trajectory of me, my ecosystem, and my businesses as well.
At this point, why wouldn't people want to invest honest with you. At this point, you're going to be able to show them.
Back with Angie, and today Angie's going to give us a walkthrough of her triplex project.
The previous tenant in this unit was like the cat hoarder of Soho, and he still is around.
Hey, what's going on? It's Humble CEO, and today I'm going to talk to you about a really amazing topic that you guys need to learn how to do right. The mistakes when asking for money. But you got to realize that in data over drama, I need to know who you are. You're selling yourself first.
Today we're meeting up with Kellen. He's the co-host of the On Fire podcast. If you were to put something on the market and it meets the 1% rule right now, you'd get flooded with people offering more than that. So it doesn't make as much sense as it does to me to network with people outside of just real estate, because we're already doing that. So, network with, Matt's given the tip before, your pest control guy, which I love that tip, because they're in the shittiest properties. They're the one, those are the properties that you want to buy. So I do a bit of a gotcha on Mike Rosehart, where I expose Mike a little bit for being too frugal.
I didn't before consider time to be a valuable resource. And I considered money to be very valuable, right? Like my time wasn't that valuable, my money was, but time becomes valuable. And the thing I want to say is do what you love with your life. Spend the time how you want to spend it. So for instance, if you hate cleaning your house and you can go work for 2 hours to not have to clean your house, that's okay.
Pretty much that's a very good point. Like my previous property, before this one, I tried to do the same thing like Burr strategy, but the bank did not approve. But this property is making me like $440 cash flow per month.
So if a house is worth 300, let's say done, what are the odds of you ever grabbing it for 165? Very low. Thank you. I'm willing to do this with you. All I can pay you on it is $5 grand. Do you want it? And just split it with them, because then the agent's actually going to help you put the deal together. Right? At the same time, if you're losing the deal, $1,000 is better than nothing. Yeah. Right? So always kind of worst case scenario it, right?
All right, that's kind of 2020 in a nutshell, or at least Matt McKeever's 2020 in a nutshell. And I'd love to hear from you. What were some of your favorite highlights or moments that maybe you got to experience through my social media? Jump in that comment section down below and share with your fellow audience members really just what stood out to you in regards to the content we produced here in 2020. As well, should we continue this crazy trend into 2021? Let me know in that comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, because if you didn't realize, over 50% of you never hit the subscribe button, although I can promise you it costs you nothing. But it means the world to me and helps me get one more subscriber closer to that goal of 100,000 subscribers. And unfortunately, that's one of those targets I didn't hit in 2020, but I'm pretty certain 2021 is going to be our year for hitting 100,000. And if it doesn't work that way, I'll call in a marker and just beg Graham Stephan to give me a shout out. But regardless, really appreciate all those of you that have came along with me on my real estate investing journey. And remember, as always, making money is a team sport. There's more than enough money in this world for us to all make it. But if you're not saving it, what's the point, guys? Thanks. Bye.